Hi, Nick Thompson.
Hi, my name is Esteban Lopez.
Hi, I'm Caleb Armstrong.
I'm Megan Randolph. Imagine standing at the edge of a building with the ground crumbling beneath your feet. This is how it feels like living with an untreated mental illness. Today, let's take a step back from the edge and explore why mental health awareness is important and why seeking help will never be frowned upon, nor will it be a sign of weakness, but rather as a sign of resourcefulness and of strength. Every year, millions of people face challenges of mental illness. Yet, society places a stigma around the idea of getting help. Mental illness is much more common than the general public would believe it to be. In fact, according to the CDC, 1 in 5 adults living with mental illness, meaning at least one of you all, will live with mental illness or have lived with mental illness. And according to USA Today, unfortunately, suicide is the second leading cause of death in children ages 10 to 14. Mental illness is, according to the World Health Organization, a mental disorder characterized by a clinically significant disturbance in an individual's cognition, emotional regulation, or behavior. Some examples of mental disorders include anxiety, depression, ED, schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, bipolar disorder, dissociative identity disorder, and addictive disorder. Keep in mind there are many other disorders. Because of the stigma that society has given it, there's often been a concern with seeking help, and people often try to shy away from it. This is known as mental health imposter syndrome. When individuals feel like their problem isn't big enough to see someone, or when they feel like they will be looked at differently if they seek help, that's when they observe mental health imposter syndrome. In fact, 47% of Americans believe that seeking help is a sign of weakness. You don't have to have a life-changing event in order to seek help. You can just go if you feel like you need just the slightest amount of it. Therapy is known to improve self-love, self-worth, mental and physical health, getting through challenging points of life, and much more. More notably, 86% of people who attended sessions with a therapist said that it helped their mental health immensely, according to My Denver Therapy. In fact, I have had several friends that have suffered or are suffering with mental illness. Some of these peers have attended therapy and have noticed improvements. I submit to you, therapy is nothing to be ashamed of. You need to get help when you feel unstable, or even when you don't. Think of it like your personal physical health. If you broke your arm, would you just put it off and say, oh, everyone breaks their arm, knowing that it'll get worse and worse? Or would you go see a doctor? The same thing goes for your mental health. Although some people may agree that mental health and seeking help isn't a sign of weakness, people will often argue that therapy is too expensive. This argument is plainly untrue. After researching, it is easy to find that sites such as CIMHS offer free therapy. If you have healthcare, your plan may cover other therapies. Other online therapies such as BetterHealth, iPrevail, and 7 Cups offer cheap prices for therapy. If you or your peers believe that seeking therapy is a sign of weakness, I ask you to remember and share the idea that it is just a stigma that society places on it. Almost 90% of people attending therapy report a positive change in their mental health. Your problems will never be too small. Thus, I submit to you, if you feel like you may be one of the 1 in 5 adults that may be suffering with mental illness, I ask you to look up counseling.com or look into your healthcare plan. Remember, no problem is too small. Thank you so much.